Alright, well here she is, my newest ship. This is the Wicklow MISC Fortune. Took a lot of effort to get this, but I got it. I'm happy about it. It's a cool color scheme. Alright, well I'm Ridge 6 and I am heading out to the Aran Halo Belt to do some salvaging in my new MISC Fortune. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it. Man, the Crusader music is killing it right now. I am a huge fan of the Prospector and the Vulture both, and so I'm excited about this ship because it's basically like those two got together and had a baby. This has a really nice interior. I think this is an elevator, right? Yeah, sweet. And I believe it's supposed to hold 4 SCU on that little elevator. Can I get it? Oh, I think I'm gonna have to jump down there and bring that elevator back up. Here we go. So it holds 6 SCU of RMC on the outsides where the printers push the boxes when they're done. And I think you can put at least 4 on the inside and then fill up the depot, which should hold 13. So I'm hoping to come back with a decent amount. I don't know that it will be the same as if I were to go out with the Vulture, but let's max this thing out and see how much I come back with. Alright, the main way that I know how to get to the Aran Belt is going to Crew L1 and then jumping over to Arc L3. So I love this cockpit though, it's just like the Prospector. So much good visibility. Alright, here we are at Ambitious Dream Station, and now going to jump towards Arc L3. There we go. And then the trick here is we want to land in the most dense band of the belt, which means we're going to stop when we have 11.8 to go. Alright, 11.8 is where we're going to stop. So that should put us in a pretty good asteroid belt. .8. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we are in Band 5, which is the most dense part of the belt. Yeah, this is sweet. Look at this. So I'm in scanning mode now. I'm going to look around for these hits and look for a signature that gives a reading of increments of 2000, and that should be some panels. So alright, I put it into nav mode decoupled, so we're moving right along. Scanning, it should just be able to, yep, there we go, decoupled. Now I'm just going to be able to turn and look and find, oh, and right off the bat, there we go, 8,000. So this should be debris with panels that we can scrape. So that didn't take long at all. Most of the signatures out here in the belt are, oh, there they are mineable asteroids for things like the Prospector or the Mole. But some of them are debris fields like this for salvagers. Alright, no large panels in this one, but this is kind of like a medium panel. Alright, first panel with the fortune. Actually, you know what? I think I want to turn one of the printers on so it just automatically is ejecting. That's supposed to be one of the greatest benefits of the fortune over the vulture, is it will be printing boxes automatically, letting you continue scraping for longer, I think. Or at least it prints boxes while you go. So, alright. I'm just going to turn the printer on the left on, and we'll see how this works. Like I said, I haven't done this before. All right, first panel. So this comes stock with a cinch scraper. I normally run 2 abrades on the vulture, but in 4.2.1 the cinch is supposed to be pretty fast, so I just left it on for now. We'll see. Alright, that was pretty cool to see the first box kick off there on the left side. And then it took it back down to 0 in the depot, and it's starting to build up. So it looks like it prints 1 whenever you get it to 1 SCU in the depot, which makes sense. Alright, the first debris field was a nice small one, already done. So I'm back in decoupled mode. looking for this, which is another unknown with a signature in the 2000 increments. So, second debris field found pretty quickly. That was only 30 seconds or so of searching. Here we go, where are we? Hopefully this has a large panel or two. That last one just had a couple of smalls and a medium, but yep, there we go. Looks like we've got at least one large panel here. And a couple of smalls. And one medium, it looks like. This would be great. I will say, I don't know if the cinch here feels any faster, but I also don't feel like it's a whole lot slower than having the two abrades in the Vulture, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It seems like the Vulture should be just a lot faster, but I don't think it actually is too much slower than the Vulture. It might be the same speed or even faster, I don't know. All right, so I think we now have 6 boxes on the left side. So we still have about 0 in the depot though, because it keeps printing a box every time it gets to 1, but I believe there are 6 on this side. 3 there at the top, and let me crouch down here. Yeah, 3 there on the bottom. So I think what I'm going to do now is offload those 6. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to offload those 6 into the little freight elevator on the back. At least 4 of them. We'll see if I can get all 6 inside somehow. Quick helmet check. All right, here we go. Man, look at all these asteroids. The belt is crazy. Yeah, there we go. 6 1SCU boxes of RMC on the side. So let's go ahead and open this elevator. Where's it at? There it is. There we go. All right. Should be able to put 4 there at least. I believe there's a grid. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's 4. So we'll get these 4 snapped in. And then I'll hop back in the ship and see if there's any way to adjust things inside. I believe there should be, to maybe get more than just 4 in the ship. Oh, there we go. Come on. It's a wild thing being way out here by yourself in the belt. But it also makes it nice so you can mine or salvage in peace without worrying too much that you're going to find other players. Because I think it'd be pretty rare to run into too many people out here. Alright. Back into the ship and see what we can do about maxing this out a little bit. Alright. I mean, I feel like I could even put some right there if needed. Would I be able to put some there and walk around it? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I think there's not enough room to put to stack them there on the elevator, but I think we could put one on either side of the door here and should still be able to get through. Oh, stuck. Ow. Ouch. Come on, get up. Get up. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's plenty of room. I should be able to walk through easily. There we go. Now, let's see if we can get one in here. Should fit through the door. Come on. There we go. All right. So now the real question is, can I put one here in this hallway and still be able to walk around it? Yes. Okay. Well, then that means I should be able to put a couple. Yeah, I can still get around that. All right, let's see what we can do. I'll play around with it for a minute. Okay, I've played around with it for a minute. I'm just going to do two here. I'll do one right here. Yes, I can get around it. I'll do one right here by the printers, and then I'm going to do one on either side of the door here, and then 4 on the elevator. So there will be 8 inside the ship, which is pretty good. 8 inside the ship, 6 on the left, 6 on the right, and then I should be able to go home with a depot full of 13 more. So, I mean, that's near to what the Vulture does. What is that? 33, I think, SCU, so that's pretty good. Okay, there we go. The last 2 of the initial 6 are loaded up. And can't reach that. How about this button out here? There we go. Okay. All right, the initial 6 are loaded up. That took a little longer than it will in the future just because I was trying to figure it out. But I guess while I'm, learning the ropes here, once I learn the ropes, it'll be a lot faster. But let's get back to it. All right, I think we have another 6 on the side. So it's saying filler station is blocked. So I think I need to do some more adjusting of boxes and maybe turn the printer on the right side now. But first I am going to take 2 of the boxes on the left and put them on the elevator on the back, bringing the total inside the ship to 8. Should have 6 here. Yep. All right. Let's put 2 back here. Nice and quiet out here. If you think about it, this belt that goes all the way around in the Stanton system is just insane. There've got to be billions of asteroids in this thing. It's so big. Come on. I once came out here with my org and we did a neat mining operation that involved an M2 Caterpillar, multiple prospectors, I think a mole or 2, and we brought home hundreds of SCU of mineable ore, which was really cool. That's the only other time I've actually been out here in the Aaron Halo was with my org. All right, I need a drink. My hydration is low. This is a pretty sweet ship, though. I like the interior. See if I can set that there. Nice. I like to put my cruise bottles sitting around inside the ship while I'm working. All right, let's get to it. If you're curious, the org that I am a part of is called the United Space Confederation, USC. It's a fantastic org, lots of very nice ladies and gentlemen, and we have some fun events, and it stays pretty active in our Discord, and lots of people helping each other out, and I've enjoyed being a member of the org the past 6 months or so. So at this point, I have filled up the right side as well. So there are 6 on the left, 6 on the right on the side of the ship, and I am now just filling the depot. As you can see, I'm at 5.3. Need to get it full to 13, and then I'll head on home. So yeah, I think I'll be taking home a total of 33 SCU of RMC, which is not too bad. A little less than the Vulture, but still pretty great. I think it's funny how the ship guns move with the scraper in gimbal mode. right. Depot is full at 13.0, as you can see there. So we now have a full ship, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, 6 on the left, and let me roll the ship, and 6 on the right, and a full depot, and 8 inside the ship. So time to head home. My plan is to actually sell this at Terra Mills, which is on Cellin. Let me pull up the Mobi-Glass and let's get on the way to Terra Mills. Terra Mills is the highest selling price that you can get in Stanton, I believe. Normally I would just go to Orison, but Terra Mills is kind of fun every once in a while. A little riskier, but fun. Alright, there are a few ships in the area, but I'm hoping that they are just abandoned. I'm going to look around for players before I land. I don't see any players. The nice thing is it is Armistice Zone, but that doesn't seem to stop some people who like to make your day hard. So it looks clear though, so I'm going to go ahead and land, and hopefully you don't have any problems with the freight elevator here. The resource drive is still underway, and as you all know, the freight elevators have been horrible this patch with that event going on, and so crossing my fingers that it's working here at Terra Mills. I think I just saw a box of RMC. Alright, I don't see anybody. Yeah, look at this. There's a box of RMC just sitting here. Well, I mean, don't mind if I do. Alright, freight elevator seems like it's coming up, so that's good. And I seem to be alone here, so let's go ahead and put that one in and then offload these 6 first. Figure I will take everything off the ship and out of the ship and then figure out how to print the 13 in the depot. I'm not sure if it's like the Vulture where you have to kind of quickly pull it off so that it can eject the next one, or if it will just continue. These are not snapping to the grid. Well, crap. Hopefully that will still work. Alright, last one from the side. They're not snapping to the grid, but let's see if it will still... What? Stolen? Ah, I wonder if it's that one that was sitting here just off the pad. Let me go ahead and pull that one off. We don't want stolen crap. I didn't steal it, I found it. Let's go ahead and put that over there and see if it will accept it now. Alright, there we go. That was kind of odd, I've never had that happen, but it is Armistice Zone. Maybe you'd be able to sell that at somewhere like Grimhex, I'm not even sure, but I'll just leave it be. Alright. Almost done unloading the 6 from the right side. I probably could have put this ship backed up to the freight elevator to make it a little easier, but this is working just fine. I'm throwing a little bit down at a time. So like maybe these need to be on where they would normally snap? I don't know. Is it going to recognize them if they're off the back? I guess let's find out. Yeah, it sees them all. Alright, there we go. I'm throwing 6 down at a time just because if anybody does come along player-wise, I don't want... I want to secure a little bit and then secure a little bit more and then secure a little bit more just in case I do have anybody come along to try to steal my RMC here. Come on. That way they don't get all of it if I do have a player decide to be cheeky. Alright, here's the... Oh, whoa. The 6 from the elevator. Another drink. There we go. And now the 2 that are from inside the ship. Let's see. It was a bit of a pain shoving those in there like that, so I might just do, in the future, just do the 4 on the elevator and then the 6 on the sides, and then 13 in the depot. But let me turn these on and just see if it will start printing the 13 from the depot. Yeah, there we go. One more. And I wonder if it's like the vulture where you have to quickly remove it so that it doesn't... It shouldn't be though, right? I mean, it's one of the advantages to the fortune is that it's supposed to eject them continually while you're still scraping, which the vulture doesn't do. Let's see. Is it still... Nope. Should have. And I don't think I've turned the one on the right on yet, so there shouldn't be any over here. Let's go see... Oh, let's go see what it looks like inside. Maybe I need to hit continue ejecting again. Yeah, eject. And then this one, it is on. Okay, there we go. Eject. No, preparing to eject. This one's actually ejecting, and okay, there we go. Yeah, all right, well, maybe they're working now. And then hopefully it'll just eject all, fill up both sides, 6 on each side. And I already pulled one off, so it should just fill up. Yeah, there we go. All right. So it's not like the vulture, where you have to pull them off, which makes sense, because, I mean, it does this while you're flying. Or scraping. All right. I'm going to go ahead and quickly get these last 12 unloaded. And then we'll go sell them. Now I feel like it gave me 8 off of the left side. It should have just been 6, but it kept going, so I don't know why. There should have only been 13 boxes from the depot, but it felt like there were more, so oh well. Let's get these unloaded now. Alright, last box. Complete mess in there. But it sees them all, and yeah, I feel like there's 2 extra. I don't know, weird printing glitch or something. Make sure it goes, yep, transfer complete. Alright, head in to sell these. I think I'll just leave the ship here. It seems pretty quiet here at Terra Mills this evening. Here we go. Sometimes it won't take everything you're dropping off though, so we'll see if it takes the whole load. Hello, nice tie. Yeah, 35. See, I feel like it gave us 2 extra boxes. I'm not going to complain about that. 143. Yeah, see, it's only buying some of them. Alright. 143 is definitely not all of them. That's going to leave me with what? Yeah, see, 22 still. So, I'll probably have to wait until it comes back into demand, so I might hang around here, but I'll do that on my own. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Just slow, chill gameplay, hopefully some cool camera angles out in the Aaron Halo belt. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, and follow along.